All right, for those of you who know that a year has 365 days and can think past Halloween, because I do attack it a lot, and I get it, God's a lifestyle and shit. This morning I was pleasantly or unpleasantly awoken when I checked my notifications after a couple days. Of course, work got in the way. At least that one. Well, that's a whole other story for another day. And on my little screen right here, my little setup, took a screenshot of comment that this user, Red Gwern, whatever the fuck that is, definitely sounds like an alternative name. Probably something that came from your depressing gothic literature that I used to like a long time ago. Said this: the only thing we'll thank you for, if anything, is making us laugh with your hilarious comments. I speak from experience, sir or ma'am. Life experience. This is why social media, thank God, is not real life in the real world. Another person who is who I was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Can't believe it was that long ago. What brainless drivel you came up with. And what brainless shell you came up with, Jagoff. Pop music with its autotune, yes, I get that. Not all pop music is like that. And you're only attacking current pop music. You're not looking at the whole spectrum of it, Jagoff. With its autotune and lip syncing, accompanied by stupidly dressed background dancers that don't constitute music. Let me interpret this. Something I learned how to do when you're little, but brought on in 8th grade thanks to my 8th grade teacher, who actually taught me well and to teach bullshit. Stupidly dressed background dancers, blah, 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 blah. You know what? All these people that have so-called talent, that have education, that look darkly inclined, people that look like they belong in a fucking coffin, why? Why do we have to be so dark and unpleasant? That's the point. Give most pop stars a metal song to sing. They're not going to sing it or perform it. And they wouldn't know where to start. Who gives a fuck about that? You know that's not going to happen. The reason why singers like Amy Lee, who, for whatever reason, people in my age group, people born between about 1977 and, 1994 or so, I was born in 87, by the way, are so good. Yeah, they're so good at bullshit. Alright? They're good at over-embellishing. You can have this massive talent, this education, but you waste it on being dark. You waste it on overdoing things. That's my issue with people that are classically trained and must turn every fucking song, every fucking thing into a Bach POS. That's a pun for a BMV, whatever the fuck that is. Or a Caruso style, who I love to attack a lot since he's a benchmark for opera singers and came right from a perfect time period that I know that you goths and alternative people are obsessed with, the 1900s to the early 1920s. Benchmarks, standards, etc. That they know how to sing. Yes, they know how to sing. The problem is they overdo it. Do you not get that? They overdo it, jagoffs. They choose to go down the path of metal, which is our gain. Yeah, keyword, our, or from my scathing of you, your gain. Now, millions of people are stupid enough, like I was 10, 15, 20 plus years ago, to like such dark drivel and bullshit. I'm not going to stop it. I'm not going to stop swearing. There are better ways to use your education talent other than being dark and unpleasant? How can you not feel depressed after being exposed to shit like growling, screaming, yelling? Doesn't it get old? And no, not all rock, of course, is bad. No, I don't hate rock. It's what we call nowadays active rock. See my video about 94.7. Of course, not anybody, very few people are going to make a video about this. I don't know if they don't care or whatnot, but the path that they went down, I'm glad that they went oldies way back in 2005. I can't believe that was 20 years ago. And of course, over time, they had to devolve and water down, and they're playing bullshit now. Adding alternative rock. It's like, I call it the second rise of alternative. It didn't work the first time, and I'm talking to you, Matt Dubiel, of 1530, and so-called Q101 shit that you pulled back in 2012. Killed an otherwise great station. I don't care what anybody says. The old 1530, you don't hear beautiful music like that anymore, and I might not be a fan of literally everything up until the 60s, and not really a fan of a lot of stuff that was on Forgotten 45s, but I gave it a chance and it wasn't that bad. Anyway, it's not a wasted talent. Whatever you say, jerk. I might assume that you're an American. Here we go. European trash, huh? You're fucking European. Fucking land of the cultured, so-called birthplace of all music. Read your fucking history about music. Bach and the thing with the pipes that I won't say are not, I repeat, they are not the birth fathers and mothers of all music. I see this shit all the time. You're wrong. I'm American. I'm proud to be American. I'm proud to be American where I have freedom to speak my mind like this, instead of living in countries like fucking Britain where you get arrested for posting videos like what I'm doing right now. And don't get me started on the Sophie Lancaster thing. I could write a book, an essay. I could make, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 hour video on that whole thing. Don't go there with me. Mr. Nasty, yeah, Elizabeth Rad's my name. I have literally nobody here to take my anger out on. If you read my comments, you're familiar with my channel. I live in a very snobby place. I cannot go outside very much. Can't really go anywhere. I've got to have people sneak me in and out if I want to go someplace, and it's usually to another friend's house so I can vent and spend time with people that are actually normal. So people like you, and I guess it all comes with the move back from out of state 8+ years ago. It's all a package deal. You know how many people I have to deal with at work that are like you, Red Grin, if I said that right. Yeah, I am nasty as pink candy floss in real life. I have no clue what the fuck that is. Pink candy floss. I'm as nasty as mixing bleach with cleaner or other shit. As I said in my original comment this morning, which got deleted, and whoever deleted the video, the poster, of course, of the metal versus pop singers thing, shame on you. So you know what? It matters not. So I'm going to post this video, and only my subscribers and fans who actually are smart enough to listen to me and have the intelligence, the true intelligence, to actually have a collective taste in music and know, hey, this is bullshit. Even though this person plays such usually keyboard instrument that I won't mention, or sounds like Enrico Caruso in 1920, or sounds like Amy Lee or Alyssa Gluz, who I'm going to be attacking a lot more. Doesn't mean they're good. Because it sounds good to you doesn't mean it's going to sound good to others, and vice versa. So this is your opinion, but the difference is I argue with facts. What I'm posting are facts, and if you don't like it, jump off a fucking bridge. Do something that isn't worth your time. So that right there is 10 minutes of my life that I've given to you, and hope everybody that watches this learns their lesson. Goodbye.